You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of ABK Media Group, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County every day at 9 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to this show. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is Monday, October the 7th. Yes. I want to give a belated shout-out birthday to my sister-in-law, Vivian Bell. Happy belated birthday, sister-in-law. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Yep. She's up in New Jersey. Hopefully next year they'll be here with us. We can all celebrate birthdays together, but just in case, I still want to say happy birthday. Hey, y'all, it's a beautiful day here. Right now, it's about 65 degrees, going up to a high about 83, which is beautiful. Like, now it feels like fall. It feels like fall right now. Let me tell you this, though. So I had to go to Alabama, Montgomery, on Friday to a conference, and it was really cool, too. It was sponsored by the Small Business Development Center at University of Alabama, and also the SBA, Small Business Development, and some credit unions and some banks, and the Alabama Association of Women Business Owners. They all sponsored this event, and it was a really nice event. We got a chance to talk to people, talk to some of the government people there, talking about how to secure government grants and how to export your products over to other countries. They got some really wonderful programs over there. What was interesting about that event was that I felt like there was so much opportunity, and I felt like that the people who were there were genuinely interested in helping the small business owner and the new entrepreneurs learn how to navigate that whole system of doing business with the government and how to get your stuff exported to other countries. Because I go to a lot of events for entrepreneurs, and sometimes I go and I feel like the people are just there because they're supposed to be. Like, they really don't care. Like, they're there and they give you some good information, but when you try to reach out to them, you can't get them. And I know this because I've been to plenty of these meetings. I reached out to people that I just could not. They contact me, contact us. This is what we're here for. When you contact me, you don't get anything back. But these people, because I still believe there's a lot of opportunity. So I'm sitting there and I'm listening to everybody speak. And one of my friends, Latanya Moore, who was one of the panelists, I said to her, like, man, she lives in Alabama. I said, man, you guys have a lot of opportunities over here. And she's like, I know. Where she lives, though, is about 3 hours away from Montgomery. But they're doing some great things to bridge that gap between the city capital, the state capital, and the other surrounding towns. And I thought it was a great event. I just felt like it's a lot of opportunities there for small business owners, and the fact that they have people there that's going to help them really navigate how to get around that whole system. I thought it was really good. But anyway, let me tell y'all what was very interesting. It was 104 degrees there on Friday. It was so freaking hot. I was like, oh my God, it is so hot. And then when I got back home here in Georgia, it was 69 degrees. So you wouldn't think, because Alabama and Georgia are really close. Like, it was a 3-hour drive. But 3 hours, the difference, the temperature was in 3 hours is unbelievable. It was 104. When I came back home, it was 69. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, that is crazy. It was so freaking, it was like a different kind of hot. It was just hot. And I was like, ooh, it's hot over here. But anyway, I had a wonderful time over there. Thanks to everybody I met, all the hospitality we felt from the SBDC, the SBA, SCORE, the Alabama Association of Women Business Owners. It was just a wonderful event, and thank you for having me. I was glad to take that trip, and I had a good time. And I went to the casino. I like going to the casinos. Yep, I went to the Wetumpka Wind Creek Casino, and I hit. So it's always a good day when you hit. So I had a good time. Anyway, let's move it right along. Today is October the 7th. We're going to jump right in with our horoscopes, brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thiessen. And he's our noted astrologer. We're going to kick it on off with Aries. Today is October the 7th. So let's see what the stars have in store for you today, people. Aries, try to keep yourself work diligently on domestic chores and responsibilities. A female colleague may cause problems for you. You can surprise members of your family, which in turn will bring you a pat on the back. Oh, that's nice, Aries. Some people like surprises, some people don't. So make sure the ones you surprising are the ones that like surprises. Because everybody don't like surprises. They really don't. My daughter don't like surprises. She's like, I don't like surprises. Surprise me, especially if it's a good surprise. Taurus, you may experience financial loss if you don't use your good judgment. You should be making plans to spend some time with the ones you love. Take time to do your job correctly, or you may find yourself looking for a new one. Ooh, let me say that again for you, Taurus. Take time to do your job correctly, or you may find yourself looking for a new one. Somebody's out there waiting on you to mess up. So watch it, Taurus. If you like the job, do it good. Do a good job. Now, I know some people who don't like their job, so they don't do a good job. But if you like your job and you value your job, do a good job. That way you can keep the job. It's a hot market out here right now. Is everybody looking for jobs? All right, Gemini, go directly to the source if you want to know exactly what's going on. Stick to your own projects, and by the end of the day, you'll shine. You will get along well in social situations. Yeah. Yep. Go straight to the source. Don't take the secondhand stuff today, Gemini. Go straight to the source. Because secondhand stuff can easily get misconstrued and miscommunicated. So if you want to know what's really going on, go to the source, Gemini. Don't take it from the secondhand people. Don't do it. Cancer, do not invest in ventures that only appear to be lucrative. Relatives will be cordial. You have to help family members sort out unfortunate difficulties. Do not invest in ventures, Cancer, that only appear to be lucrative, because there's always some underlying stuff, and you need to know everything. If you're going to invest in a venture, get all the information you can get and watch out. Read the fine print. If you can't read the fine print, hire somebody that can. Leo, your ability to communicate with ease will win the hearts of those you are in touch with today. Acknowledge your lover's needs. You will be able to work with fine detail today. Yep, your ability to ease the hearts of others. That's nice. Communicate. Communication is key to a lot of stuff. Honestly, if we communicated more in a lot of things would be different, but we just don't know how to communicate most of the time, or we just do too much. Virgo, use your own ideas to further your interests. This is a turning point. Uncertainty regarding your mate may emerge. Reevaluate what you see in each other. Listen, use your own ideas, Virgo, to further your interests. Whatever it is you're trying to do, use your own. You don't got to rely on other people. Use your own. All right, listen, we're going to go to a song. I'll be right back after this next song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thias and right here on the Good Morning Gwinnett Show.
Isn't it funny? We came to that. I thought I won you over, but you were holding back. Isn't it funny? You could not care less. How you took those words back, now I'm just a mess. I'm running away from escaping dreams of yesterday. Convincing me this cannot be. Trying to find another way. Yeah, I think my head always knew it, but I didn't tell my heart. Let go, I couldn't do it without falling apart. So give me something now. Oh, oh. Give me a fix, tell me if it's whatever that's wrong. So give me something now. Oh, oh. Give me a fix, tell me if it's whatever that's wrong. Isn't it funny how much you mean to me? I can't get my head around how we used to be. You say
back to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. We're going to pick it up at Libra. If you can't trust someone, question the connection. Don't neglect these problems. Deal with them once and for all. Then move on to more pleasurable tasks. Verbal abuse may lead to walkouts. Don't make any rash statements that you may regret. Listen, Libra. Think very carefully about what you say, because once you say it, you cannot take it back. So one thing you can't take back, baby, that's words. So when you say stuff, make sure you think it through. Scorpio, don't be disappointed if you don't get your way emotionally. You need to take some time out to decide what you want to do. You will be accident prone if you aren't careful today, Scorpio. Listen, take some time out to decide what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Take some time. Sometimes you just got to stop. Just stop and just be still and know. It's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Sagittarius, this might not be the day for hasty decisions. Don't let your personal partner hold you back. Uncertainties about your home may cause tension. You know what's so funny? I was talking to someone last night, and we were talking about just that thing, by having a personal partner who just don't have the vision. They don't have the drive. They don't have the vision. And what do you do about that? You know, and we was talking about this one woman who told her name is Allie Brown. She's a extremely successful entrepreneur. She told a story about when she got ready. She was growing. Her husband wasn't growing. And she saw that they were growing apart, but they weren't growing together, because she was constantly out there trying to get things going and make things happen, and he wasn't. So they were both very unhappy, and she decided to leave. And she's like, it was like part of her died, but people were mad at her because she decided that she wanted to be happy, and she wasn't happy. He wasn't happy either. But anyway, a lot of times people stay in very unhappy situations for a whole lot of different reasons. When you try to move on, it's like a part of you die. Because you've been with someone a long time and you love them. You know, it doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore most of the time. It just means that you're on a different path in life, and that's what happens. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Capricorn, don't let money slip through your fingers today. Close your hand, but not too tight, because you can't get it in, you can't get it out. You need to be able to let both go through. Overstatement will be your downfall. Try a barbecue or a day at the beach. It's kind of cold. Like, unless you're in Florida, the Bahamas, somewhere, a day at the beach, it's a little chilly. I don't know about that one. Unless you just want to walk on the beach. Now, it could be beautiful. A beautiful fall morning on the beach, yeah, pure beautiful. Not in the water, because the water's probably a little rough, too. Aquarius, you will be in an overly generous mood today. I need to bump into an Aquarius. Be over generously. Give me something. My hand is open. It's not closed. You can expect to have problems with your mate. Been spending too much time away from home. Things may not be as they sound. Listen. Make sure you listen, because things may not be how they sound. My fellow fish Pisces, your ability to deal with others will help you in getting the support you need. You must be careful not to reveal secrets or get involved in gossip. You may not be too pleased with the actions of those you live with. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm not even going to put that out to the universe. The people I live with are wonderful, and we're going to have a wonderful day. All right, that's your horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscope. You know what's going to happen for you tomorrow in the stars. Listen, today is National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day. Yeah, that's what today is. Today is National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day. I don't know who come up with these holidays, but I think they're pretty cute. So today is National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day. So you like chocolate covered pretzels, go out and celebrate. Get you a bag of chocolate covered pretzels. They got chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and enjoy National Covered Pretzel National Holiday. I haven't figured out what it's gonna be yet, but I was saying, like, I need to go national. Yeah, I don't know, something fun. Cause that's cute. Like, who came up with that idea? Yeah, who came up with the idea to have National Covered Pretzel Day? People like National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Days. They do. I like chocolate covered pretzels because they're good. You can find yourself just eating them because they're good. Especially if you get the little tiny ones. You can eat a whole bag of them and ate about 3,000 calories, because that's a carb and a sugar and a starch. Just a whole lot of goodness bad. You know what I'm saying? That's a funny thing. Like, it's good, but you got like a whole lot of goodness bad. So you're health conscious. It's just like, whatever it is it's going to be. Hey, do your thing, baby. Do your thing. So this is a part of this show where I talk about people helping people. It didn't happen here in Gwinnett County, but it did happen in the Metro Atlanta area, and it's a great story. So, U.S. Representative John Lewis and Star Vince Carter and 22 other went together this past weekend and made sure, along with 5,000 other volunteers in the arena, Saturday to prepare $1 million to be distributed to locals. 7 organizations. That's what I'm talking about. People helping people. They could have been anywhere, but they spent Saturday making sure that they was feeding people. 1 million meals? That is a lot of meals. Think about that for a second. But they had 5,000 volunteers. The event was hosted by State Farm and the Atlanta Hawks with the help of a group of Feed Children Everywhere, which aims to feed those in need around the world in a healthy and sustainable way. That's amazing. That is amazing. The goal was to alleviate food insecurity, said State Farm spokeswoman Kim Wade, who spent 6 months planning the event. We wanted to do something more than write a check, she said. Because sometimes that's what people give, and appreciate, I'm sure. But sometimes it's just to put your hands on stuff. You know what I'm saying? It is. I think it is anyway. I think that people who suffer, especially people who have the ability, the financial ability to help, they just stroke a check. But I think if they just took a minute and they went out and they volunteered their times and put their hands on people. I watched this show called Undercover Billionaire. The man is a billionaire, right? And it went off. If you get a chance to go back and watch it, I'm sure it's on demand somewhere. But anyway, I watched the show, and I think it was probably like day number 3 or something. Because he went to Pennsylvania. His goal was to create $1 million business in 90 days, right? And he would only having $100 in his pocket. So he didn't go there with his billionaire status in his hand. He went there with $100, and he supposed to did that. Now here's the thing: he had the knowledge to do it. He could think about it. So he did it. The business wasn't valued at $1 million, but it was at $750,000 once it was over. But anyway, he spent the day because he didn't have any money. His money was wrong. He needed to eat. So he went to a soup kitchen to volunteer, and because he volunteered, he was able to eat. But what he discovered was that there were a lot of people who were in need of food, like something like food. Like you wouldn't even think that. But if you don't have money and you don't want to go out there and do something legal, what do? You know, and so he was able to go and sit in on what that looked like. You could see him really getting choked up, like, man, like, and the funny thing is, he's a billionaire, but that was like something new for him, to be in a soup kitchen to see people really needed food. Like, he was a billionaire, so he could have went to a soup kitchen anytime, and I'm sure he's probably given to plenty of charities. But had he probably never sat in a situation in a soup kitchen to watch people with little children and old people line up to get food. Something we take for granted. For those of us who don't have to worry about food, we take that for granted. And he was a little bit choked up about that. But here's my point. My point is, there are a lot of people out there with the financial wherewithal to stroke a check, right? And there are a lot of people out there who feel miserable because they don't know, I got this money. Money's not the issue, but I'm miserable. I say to you who are listening to the sound of my voice, if money's the issue and you still feel like there's a void in your life, go out to your community, put your hands on some people, do some things. I'm telling you, you will feel a lot better. I don't care if I give $1. When I give anything, it makes me feel so good down inside. I see people on the street with the little buckets. I've been trying to find, because a lot of times I don't carry cash. Most of the time I don't carry cash. My husband has told me not to do that, but it's just so easy to carry my cards, and I don't need to carry a purse half the time. I only carry my phone, things like that. But anyway, when I come to a stoplight and someone collect the money for something, I'm like scraping and trying to find change because I just want to give at that point, because it makes you feel good to give. And yeah, stroking the check is important. But I'm telling you, when you're out there in the community and you put your hands on people, it's a different kind of giving. It's a different kind of feeling. Because the people who you are giving to see you and they know, wow, this guy, you got these young guys, the Atlanta Hawks, these young guys, 22 of them. They could have been anywhere doing anything on a beautiful, and it was beautiful Saturday. So on a beautiful Saturday day, they could have been anywhere doing anything, but they decided to spend some time packing them meals to feed people. Yep. So I didn't mean to get off on a rant. I just thought that was really great. That was my People Helping People segment, because they didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? They did not. 5,000 volunteers did not have to spend their Saturday packing food. It was a beautiful day. And people, people really struggle. And today, the cost of living, just to feed their families. You wouldn't think so, but we are still struggling. You would think this is not happening in the United States, but it is. I talked about the homelessness here in Gwinnett County. You would not think there are people who are homeless in Gwinnett County, but there are. And then in the extended stay hotels. You know, you never know. That my point is, you just never know. And when we have people that's willing to give back, let me tell you something, I'm a giver, and I'm okay with that. I was so much of a giver till my family was like, just giving all the time. But I can't. I feel like if I can just give a little bit to help, I think it's a big deal. I had to go to Walmart yesterday, and the little boys was out there with their football equipment on. And here's the thing: I have a really soft space in my heart for little boys playing football. My brother grew up playing football. My nephews grew up playing football. My brother would tell you, because of football, he is the man he is today, and he coaches people. He coaches these kids and been coaching for 20-something years in football. So I have a very soft place in my heart when it comes to these little boys. And they were little. They looked like they were about 8 years old. Of course, I had to make sure when I went in the store, I came out with some cash in my hand so I can give them some money. I had to. Because that could change their life. They're young. Now is the time to get them when they're babies. So when they grow up, they have something to look forward to, something to shoot for, something to aim for. I'm telling you, it means a lot. We grew up in Newark. Newark is a tough city. It made us tough. It made us the people we are. But my brother easily got caught up in the system. He could have easily got caught up and been a statistic. He did not. And that's why he loves football so much, because he started when he was 6 years old. So I don't want to get up on my soapbox. But anyway, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this next song to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County.
Tell me your story. Tell me what made you change your mind. Oh, yeah. How you move forward and still go against the tide. Yeah. Who did you make? Who made you strong? Yeah. Did you get help when that was rough? Yeah. Tell me your story. How did you make your dreams come true? You're so strong. I wanna be strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. 'Cause you're so strong. I wanna be so strong. I wanna be just like you. I wanna be just like you. When I grow old, when I grow old, yeah. When I grow old, when I grow old. Tell me your story. How did you find your peace alive? Yeah. Oh yeah. Who made your heart smile and made you lose a track of time? Yeah. Do you think I'll by your side all day and night? Someone to care about and do you right.
Kearney, giving you a daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Yep. So Little Bern is going to have early voting beginning on October the 14th. Little Bern will be conducting a general municipal election and a special election from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on November the 5th at Little Bern City Hall, located at 340 Main Street. The last day to register and be eligible to vote in this election will be October the 7th, which is today. So if you have not registered to vote in this election, that's the day. The day is your last day. Advanced voting will take place at 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. on October the 14th, and this is going to run through November the 1st at the same location, which is, again, Little Bern City Hall, 340 Main Street in Little Bern. If you have not registered to vote in this election, to be eligible, you need to go and register today. Today is your last day, so you want to go ahead and get it in. Voters in Little Bern will vote between John Patrick Abalera and Scott Batterton for City Council Post 2. Mayor Johnny Christ and City Council member Lindsay Volt will be reelected without opposition. Voters will also decide on the Sunday brunch bill, a referendum to permit and regulate Sunday sales of alcohol beverages by the drink from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. All right, so listen, get on out there. Make sure you handle your business. If you need additional information, go to www.cityoflilburn.com/178/elections. If you have not registered to vote in these elections that's coming up on November the 5th and early voting starting October 14th, go ahead, put your paperwork in. It's important. All right, also in Little Bern today, at 7 o'clock, there's going to be a town hall meeting. Not today, October 21st at 7 p.m. Little Bern Mayor Johnny Christ will hold a town hall meeting at 7 p.m. on Monday, October 21st at the City Hall located at 340 Main Street. This meeting will be taking place to provide citizens an opportunity to ask questions and learn about current and upcoming city projects. So if you want to know about any referendums that's going to be passed, if you want to know about any developments that's going to be taking place, whether residential or commercial, whatever you want to know about, this is your opportunity to get out there and ask your questions. Here's the thing. A lot of people won't take advantage of these opportunities. They won't take advantage of these opportunities, and then when things happen, they want to beef about them. Don't beef. Go out there, meet with your city officials, find out what they're doing. That's why they're having these meetings. This meeting is open to the public. It's free of charge. It's going to be, again, October the 21st at 7 p.m. at Little Bern Town City Hall, located at 340 Main Street, and that's in Little Bern. This is your chance to get your questions answered. A lot of times people won't take advantage. Then they want to hem and haw about things they could have had an answer to. You just really could have. I'm saying you should be able to go to these meetings, get your questions answered, express your concerns, all of that good stuff. Gwinnett County's Transit New Review Committee will hold its first meeting this week. Yep, this week. The 13-member community was created in September, a few months after Gwinnett's latest failed referendum on joining MARTA. Its stated goal is to examine the needs that aren't served by the county's existing transit system and explore the options for addressing them. The committee is tasked with submitting a report with recommendations by the end of the year, because I'm sure that's going to come around again. This MARTA thing was on every politician that I've talked to so far. This is a big thing for them, and transportation is a big thing in general here for everybody. I think it was one person that didn't say anything about transportation, which I thought was kind of odd. Everybody else was talking about transportation. But anyway, the referendum, which was back in March, it failed. It didn't pass. And so now they have come together to come up with a resolution for this. The resolution creating the committee references the multi-billion-dollar transit expansion plan that would have put in place the March MARTA referendum had it passed, but it didn't pass. So, yeah. They're going to be getting together this week to talk about what it is they need to do. So the first meeting will be held at 6 p.m. tomorrow. 6 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be held at in the conference room at the Gwinnett Justice and Administration Center, located at 75 Langley Drive in Lawrenceville. So if you want to go out to attend, it's open to the public. Again, this is your opportunity to state your case, voice your opinions, ask your questions. It's open to the public. Again, that's going to be tomorrow, 6 p.m. It's going to be held in Conference Room C, of the Gwinnett Justice and Administration Center located at 75 Langley Drive in Lawrenceville. Gwinnett Justice and Administration Center located at 75 Langley Drive, Lawrenceville, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Open to the public, free. Open to the public is free. Committee members were appointed by members. Committee members were appointed by members of the Board of Commissioners, as well as community groups like Gwinnett Coalition for Health and Human Services, the Gwinnett Municipal Association, and the Young Professionals. So that's how these people got to these 13 people. This is how they got position, because they were appointed to that position by those that I just mentioned. But if you get out there and find out what's going on with the transit referendum that's coming up again, go ahead. Go out tomorrow. Get your questions answered 6 p.m. over at GJAC. Yep. All right, I'm going to go to one more song, and I'll be back to give you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County right here on the Good Morning Gwinnett Show.
Playing on my airplane, reminiscing about last week. Remember that we had a big fight. Maybe words didn't come out right. I wish that I was sober, and I wish that I could call her, tell her to come over, and wish that I could hold her. If I could turn back the hands of time, turn it back and make you change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Gone now. Am I on my own now? Will I walk alone now? Not sure I can move on now. Tell me I'm supposed to breathe without you. The memories like a tattoo. I can't forget about you. If I could turn back the hands of time, turn it back and make you change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Baby, there be no more lies. I will promise never lie. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, there be no more lies. I will promise never lie. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise.
Show. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you daily horoscopes about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So cracking the racial code for our racial conditioning. This is a workshop that's taking place this evening at 7 p.m. And I think it's a pretty good workshop, because one of the biggest issues we have around the world, not just here in the United States, but everywhere, is that a lot of things that go on is racially motivated. And it's kind of sad, because we're all pretty much the same. Like, I don't think there are probably some aliens living among us, but for the most part, we're all the same. And if we learn to understand and respect each other's differences, we'll be better off. But I see some things that are just horrendous. Like, people send me stuff on Facebook that make me, and I tell people, don't send me that stuff, because it does something to me emotionally. It does something to me spiritually. Like yesterday, I was scrolling and I just happened to just come up on somebody's page that I've known for a long time and hadn't heard from in years, like probably 25 years. And I was, oh my God, I need to reach out to this person because they left the phone number and said, hey, reach out to me. But I was on his page and I was just kind of scrolling through, looking at pictures or whatever. And I came to this picture of this black guy who was in custody in a police department. The black guy, they had him taped to a chair, right? There was two cops there. He was taped to a chair. They had tape over his mouth and they just beat him. Just beat him. He was sitting in a chair, taped up, hands taped up, feet taped up, mouth taped up, and they just beat him. And then they brought a machine out that looked like some kind of electric machine. I couldn't even watch it past that. It was unbelievable. I'm like, how could you be so evil? Like, how? Like, I couldn't even understand. And here's the thing. I don't know what the man did. He might have did some horrendous. That's why they felt like they need to beat the hell out of him. I don't know. Excuse my language. But it was just so devastating to watch. And I hate it. I hate when I see these crazy things that people post on Facebook. You know, and I know you need to share some of them so they can catch the bad guys. When I tell you spiritually, it takes something out of me. And I hurry up and just went past it. I said, okay, I can't watch this. I saw them roll the machine out. I couldn't watch it any further after that. Because at the end of the day, yes, there are some evil people out there who do some very bad things who deserve to be punished, right? But you got to ask yourself, are you the person that punished them? How does that make you different? I get it. Some people deserve punishment. But some of these punishments that I've seen on Facebook are horrendous. I'm talking about, it's one that's coming to my mind right now. They took me about a week to get out of my mind. It was so bad. And I was like, oh my God, I had never seen nothing like it. Just to think about it just made me sick. And somebody shared that with me. And I just happened to click it, you know, because it was somebody I knew. And I looking at it, I'm like, at first I thought it was a joke. But the more I looked at it, it was so bad. And I'm like, oh my God, something has to be wrong with you. Like, I get it. You want to punish people sometimes because they do bad things. But what does that say about you to do some of these horrific things that I've seen? Anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that. This event right here is going to help you explore the 4 layers of racial conditioning for context and meaning. You're going to look at the foundation of each layer and its impact on today's society. Look at how new understandings can create new possibilities. Part of the proceeds from this event, which is $20, is going to go to benefit the John and Jawan Stewart Jr. Foundation. The facilitator, her name is Milagros Phillips, and I don't know if it's a man or a woman because Milagros could be either, but has been facilitating and healing racism events for more than 25 years. It's a woman. Her compassionate approach has been presented in colleges, universities, and corporations and nonprofits. Milagros is a TEDx presenter, author of 3 books, and the editor of Race Healer magazine. For more information about this event, you can email Jawan, that's Jejuan, at jawan.co, Jejuan, or give them a call at 678-688-6155. Again, that number is 678-688-6155. You know, I would love for us to have racial healing across the world. And I applaud people like Milagros Phillips who's teaching this. And I don't know, in my lifetime, will I ever see it? Probably not. But I gotta give kudos to the people that are, you know, getting out there and pushing the agenda to heal us racially across the world, because it's worse. I think it's worse now than it's ever been. But anyway, this event is tonight, 7 p.m. to 8:30. It's going to be at the Cultural Arts and Community Center located at 10 College Street in Norcross. So if you're interested in going, please do. Part of your proceeds is going to go to benefit a nonprofit. It's $20. If you want to know how to, because here's the thing, if you just take a minute to learn about other people, and when I worked at the hospital, I worked with all different nationalities of people. I worked with people from India, people from Pakistan. I worked with elderly white folks who they had to learn from us because we were black, you know, and they grew up in an era that was totally different from the one they were living in now. It was Spanish people there, it was Indian people. It was a melting pot of people. So you got to learn different cultures. And that's what made us strong. That's what made us friends. You know, did we always agree on everything? Absolutely not. But you're not going to agree on everything with anybody. But what it did do, being able to work with people, alongside people, we got a chance to learn different things about different people. I worked for a Jewish agency before, and when I tell you I learned so much about the Jewish people from working at that agency, it was me. I was the only black. It was a Jewish agency, only black, and 2 Italian women. No, 3 Italian women, and I loved them. I loved everybody because it was just they were wonderful people. You learned a lot. I learned a lot about the Italian culture. Lucille, bless her heart, she was the sweetest person ever. Like, I call her Lou. But she was such a wonderful person. And no, that's not true. I wasn't the only black. We had a van driver. Her name was Mary. And she was older, though. She was an elderly woman. She was like, at that time, she had to be 70. But she used to go and pick up people. She was a van driver. But I was the only one. I was the only black woman in the office. So it was white people, Jewish people, Italian people, and me. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot about Jewish people and how they operate. And I thought it was amazing, how they stick together, how they support, all these different things. Same thing with the Italian people. I learned a lot. I'm sure they learned a lot from me because I was an open book, as I always am. And it was a great experience for me. And I think we just took the time to do that. It'll be a lot less hate in the world. But anyway, 7 p.m. this evening, the Cultural Arts and Community Center located at 10 College Street in Norcross. It's a $20 admissions fee. So if you want to be a part of that, learn more about what you can do to have racial healing in your community, this is an opportunity for you to do that. Just go out there. Just get your questions answered. You know what I'm saying? All right. College and all access Duke University. If you are interested in finding out more about Duke University, there's a free event tonight. This is an information session to do a Q&A about Duke undergraduate admissions criteria and tips and financial aid from the Habesha admissions officer and Duke alum Heldana. I'm about to mess this person's name up. Heldana Heliosus. I messed it up. So Heldana, if I messed your name up, I apologize in advance. But anyway, if you have a child that's in high school right now, interested in thinking about going to Duke University, there's an information session tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. It's free. You go out and get your questions answered. It is a program for high school students, especially juniors and seniors interested in college. Everybody's welcomed. It's a free event to get your questions answered. Tonight, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 5600 Oak Brook Parkway in Norcross. 5600 Oak Brook Parkway in Norcross. It's free. Get your questions answered. If you got somebody that's interested in going to Duke, maybe they don't even know where they want to go, but this is an opportunity for you to talk to someone from Duke to get your questions answered. All right? 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. tonight. 5600 Oak Brook Parkway, and that's in Norcross. Going out there. All right, so you want to learn how to be a better presenter, speak with confidence, improve your communication with family and friends, give and get constructive feedback. You want to be in a community of people that's thriving and learning in a learning environment. There's a Toastmaster meeting today from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. If you want to go out there and join them, guests are welcome to visit the club anytime. North Gwinnett Church, 4973 West Price Road in Swanee. Again, that's 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. this afternoon. Toastmasters meeting at North Gwinnett Church, 4973 West Price Road, and that's in Swanee. Yep. Speak with confidence. Improve your communication with family and friends. Give and get constructive feedback. Thrive in a supportive learning environment. If that's you, join Toastmasters today, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. North Gwinnett Church, 4973 West Price Road. All right, listen, that's all I got for today. I'm going to go to this last song, and I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for today to keep you moving in the right direction. Stay tuned.
I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running or I'm chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive, life. if you hadn't run away. Every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. No, you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. No, you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. In the beginning I just didn't know that you're an enemy I held too close. Now I know, 'cause you did everything to prove me wrong. You were not the guy I thought. Now I'm beating you at your own. Yeah. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. And you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. Yeah, I beat you at your game. And if you were me, you would do the same. Man, I really love to play. And now that I won, then it's safe to say you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game. And you didn't want me, all you wanted was a game to play. And you couldn't handle that I had my ways. Around your mind tricks and your side chicks, I'm a winner, babe. But you didn't win this, it's a part of the game.
Welcome back to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. I'm your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney. Hey guys, listen, that's all I got for you today. But I'll be back again tomorrow. But before I go, I want to just give you my word of inspiration, because some people still got a ways to go. You know, they still got some time. So before I go, I always want to do my word of inspiration, you know, just to help you get past hump day, help you get over the hump, you know, get through the rest of your day, move you forward, you know, keep you on that positive, you know, mindset for the day. All right, so my inspiration for the day is, you may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Ooh, that's good, right? I feel like I opened when I just said, oh, that's a beautiful moment. Let me say it again. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Sometimes we give up after the first fight, and you're so close, but you give up so soon. Sometimes you gotta fight that battle more than once to win it. That's why football players have more than one game. Think about that this football season, right? Can you imagine having a football season that only had one game in it? So the championship is going to be determined after the first game. Nah, you got to keep playing. You got to keep practicing, keep playing every day. Because the goal is to win the championship. But I can't win it after the first game, because I got to play these next 37 games. I don't know how many they play in the NFL, but I know it's a lot, because they come on 3-4 times a week. So you gotta keep fighting the battle. And sometimes you gotta fight more than one time if you want to win. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for listening. You could have been anywhere in the world for the last 52 minutes with me, and I appreciate you. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Listen to any episode of this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes. Also, if you are a woman who's serious about learning how to leverage the power of podcasting, join me at the Podchicks community. That's www.podchicks.com. Again, www.podchicks.com. I'll be back again tomorrow, God willing. Thank you again for listening. Share the show with your friends on all of that. Just go to Good Morning Gwinnett to see where I am. I'm on a lot of places over here. You know, you can find us everywhere. Check it out. Share the show with your friends. iTunes, tomorrow, God willing. Until next time, y'all, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in daily at 9 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you miss an episode, go to www.goodmorninggwinnett.com to catch up. If you like this episode, go ahead and subscribe to the show now and share it with your friends.